Hello, Buffalo J. All right, we're getting a few people in here. Wait for just a minute till we get a couple, then we're going to begin. We are going to be talking about what happened to Cop Watch Nomad. He went in Minnesota. Hi, Randy J. In Minnesota, a couple days ago, he went to the jail, Arrowhead, North something something, whatever jail, or Arrowhead is another. Um, and they were trespassing him from the road. Now, there is a little bit of a discussion about whether or not this is a public road or whether or not it's owned by the jail property. Um, when we did a little bit more research here into the property itself, it does appear that the jail does own the property itself. It appears that it was ceded by the Grand Lake Township in 1966 to the property, to the jail. And so they technically own the road that goes up to the jail. But as it turns out, that does not matter in this case. What we have found out in doing more research is that there's public rights of way going through this jail property that they have no right to restrict people from accessing. So it looks like Nomad had every right in the world to be on this property. Matter of fact, we're going to go through some of these things that I found here, and we will talk about exactly what the rights are. You can notice here on the screen that we're looking at, this is a picture of the jail property. And right about here is where he was located the other day when they were trespassing him. Now, when they arrested him today, I don't know if he was here or if he was up in here. I'd have to review. As it turns out, it's not really going to make much of a difference. You'll notice right here on the screen, it says Prescriptive right-of-way Forest Road, which means that this is a right-of-way to the forest roads. Okay, there's forest roads going out here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom out so we can see if this will zoom. Wait, there we go. Okay. Here we can see right over here, this is the jail itself. There's the parking lot, the visitors. Here's the road that he came walking up on. This is that named road. And you can see it's kind of a long road, but you can see there right at the beginning of the property, it cuts over and goes across and it goes out that way. And what that is that's going all the way out to the forest roads to access the forest. This is all for recreation, okay? Now, you can see too with the overlay here, this is the map, you know, not on satellite view, but there's the jail. Here's the road coming up. There's the road going across. All right. Now, what I'm going to bring up here is the snapshots that I've taken. So here's the prescriptive right-of-way, the picture we first saw. Next, we go, now this is the county land assessor's map. And this is where they show the overlay that you're seeing right here, where all the blue is marked. This is public lands. And of course, this is a public land because it's owned by the government, although they can restrict access to certain parts of the land, you know, for whatever reasons, certain reasons. But everything highlighted in blue is public lands. What you'll notice right here is, see this road going right down through here? You notice that's not blue. That's because the road is not part of the public lands. But this road right here going through, that is in blue. And that's the main road And right here, that spur off to the right, coming right out here, that's the driveway going up to the jail. So when he started out here looking at signs, this is where he was, and this is where they're having the big problem. But technically speaking, if they want to claim this that you're on private land, then this entire road that everybody drives through right here, that's on their private land too. So if they think they can trespass you on that road, they could trespass you on this road as well, because that's all in blue. Now, move on here. Here's a bigger map of the property. You can see the jail is right in here, right there. This is about 3,000 acres that you're seeing in blue. And this is all of the jail property. Out here to the right, going up in here, this is all forestry lands, all publicly owned property. The access to these forestry lands is right through the jail property. Okay, so that is a prescriptive easement. And if you want to know what prescriptive means, it means an easement that they've seized. When you get a prescriptive easement, that usually means that the people that you were getting the easement from didn't want to give it to you, but you've got that right to have it because it's been traditionally used. So in other words, the Forestry Service has been using that road for well over 20 years before they got the prescriptive easement in order to get this easement so they could access public roads. Okay? And again, here you can see the little line right where the road goes through that is not part of the public lands or property. And then all the other blue around here, there's the jail right there. There's the, little places where roads go through. And there's the road right there in blue. And then the spur coming out the side. That is the part going up to the jail. Okay? There's a close-up of it. You can see all this part from here to here on this public road to get through. That's actually their, well, quote-unquote, private land. And that's the road going right up here to there's the jail. Continuing on. Now, this is with the public right-of-way access highlighted. Now, you can notice that the railroad just turned red here. I'll back it up again so you can kind of see the difference. There's the before, and there's the after. Now, you can see the road comes through. So that road right there, what was in their blue area, that shows that it's now a public right-of-way, which means the public has the right to go through there. Now, if you'll notice, there's their driveway going all the way up to the jail. That also got highlighted as a public right-of-way, going boom, right out to that way. So I'll back it up one more time. There's without showing the public right-of-way overlay. There's with the public right-of-way overlay. So he was right up here in this area the other day when he got trespassed off the property. Okay. Now, there's a little bit of a closer view right there. You can see how the road, the access road, goes up there, out there, and out there. Now, from here, there's some other roads that are forestry roads that are like dirt roads that go out that you can continue on. And there it is without the blue. It makes it a little bit clearer to see. You can see the public access road going out. There's a close-up, so there's all the buildings. There's all the jail buildings. There's the main jail building right over here. And there's the meat processing plant for the jail workers, some living quarters, some other things like that. And there's the public right-of-way from the forestry road that goes right through there. Okay. There's another view of it from a little bit lower. You can kind of see. Now, you notice here on this one, here's this dirt road going right through here. And you notice that's not a public right-of-way. So there's another road right there, but that's not a named road, and it's not a public right-of-way. So that's their property. There's zoomed out a little bit. You can see here's that road that goes up there. I'm not exactly sure what that's for, or if that's just access to the back of the land. Not entirely sure, but part of this actually shows up on another map that we're going to see here in just a minute. Okay. And that is, okay, there's the meat processing plant, so you can kind of see here's the roads as they go there. And let's go forward. Okay, wait a minute. I seem to be missing something here. Let me see if we've got something. Hang on just a second, guys, while I think something might have gotten saved in another folder. So I'm going to pull up here and just check to see where it's at real quick, because there's some more important information that's even better, that is going to show even more than just the public right-of-way why Nomad had every right to be on this property. Okay, if I go here, file, save as. Okay, some of these went into my downloads folder. Okay, so let me pull that up real quick, because these are some of the more important ones, actually. We'll go up one, downloads. Give that just a second. While that's doing that, I'm going to pull up here. This is here. This is a map here from the state of Minnesota. And I'll zoom out of here real quick so you can see what we're looking at. And this is their map for public recreation. This is their map of all of the, get over to the key here. You can see the key right up here. Oh, where's the key? It's not there. Okay, well, I'll pull it up in the pictures then. I've got a picture here of the key. All right, so let's pull these up. All right, so there's the map. This here is a trail. Let me see if I can find the... Okay, here we go. This is the key to this forestry map, okay? What you're going to see here, this black line right here, these are ski trails, okay? And this line right here with the orange dotted line, this is a snowmobile trail. So you've got a ski trail and snowmobile trail. These are marked from the state of Minnesota right here. You can look it up online. And so now here's a picture of the area that we're talking about. Here's where the jail is. Oh, sorry, right up here. Here's the jail, right in here. So there's the road coming up to the jail. There's the roads going around the jail, and then out here, out here. So basically all of the jail area, including around the main building, these are all designated ski trails, which means if you can come out there and ski, that means you can come out there and walk. I don't necessarily think that you've got to be there in the winter with snow only to go on a designated ski trail for the state. Here we can see a... Oh wait, let's not do that yet. Okay, so here's the close-up, like you say. Right up here at the top is the jail. You can see this right here is the snowmobile trail. And it comes up and it goes on their road partly, and then comes back out here and goes up into this other lake. There's another ski trail you'll see on another map. This is actually a road that goes to Caribou Lake. So these are all the places that the state of Minnesota says the public has a right to come here and recreate. They can recreate on ski trails. They can recreate on snowmobile trails. Okay? You don't necessarily have to ski on ski trails. You can walk, you can hike, you can do all those things. Again, zoomed out, you can see the snowmobile trail goes out, goes up, goes... So it goes right through their 3,000 acre parcel is right here, okay? This goes right smack dab through the middle. This goes all the way around their buildings, and it goes all the way out and connects up with the other forestry roads, snowmobile trail, and on out. Okay? Now, here is the site. This is the minnesotaforest.com public access forest roads. This sits there and explains how the public has a right to access Minnesota forest roads, okay? The public has a right to access all of the Minnesota forest roads. Since this road is designated as a forest access road, everybody has the right to walk down that road regardless of what anybody at the prison tells them. They cannot restrict access. And we can read this. A bonus of road construction is the access it provides for the general public. Forest management related traffic accounts for less than 10% of the annual road use. More than 90% of forest road users are people out to pick berries, fish, camp, hunt, hike, cross-country ski, snowmobile, or spot birds and other wildlife. This means that Nomad had every right to walk up this road to pick berries, to spot wildlife, to take whatever pictures his little heart desires. He had every right under Minnesota law and access to forest land for recreation. There was no way, no right that they had to arrest him for trespassing on public access forest roads. So that is basically it. That's our lovely woman from Tucson Police Suck that threw the water on the video, guys. So basically then we've got three different things here from the state that say that you have every right to be in all these things. You have the forest right-of-way access. You have the ski trails and snowmobile trails. And you've got the right-of-way on the public maps. So every which way you look up. Okay, Sarah, I'll change the title before I put it up. Thanks. Any way you look it up, this guy had the right to be there. And there is absolutely no reason, there's no way that they can trespass you from state forest land, no matter what. And that's what they're basically saying. Was I clear here? Are there any questions? Anything else I should cover? What do you guys think so far? Okay, News Now Ohio, I'll check that out. Yeah, so basically these people at the prison, I'll be calling them back. They can pull this up on the state websites themselves, and they can see that anybody, not only in the state of Minnesota, but from across the country, has the right to walk down that road all the way up to their buildings and all around there. And nothing they can do to stop them. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. I'm going to go ahead and sign out now. And we'll talk to you soon.